Well, hello there. I wasn't feeling well yesterday. Today I wasn't feeling well either, so I came back from school pretty early. And well, about 6 hours doing Genshin story and three exploring everything that I needed to explore and more because I still need to. But anyways, I like to keep like the intro 30 seconds or so. Since this game is like new, this like priority. Tomorrow I'll do the goddess one, this game again, and the world end. Rosaline eyes the gold on the table as Shell and Arai join us to hear her answer. Rosaline bursts into a fit of laughter. Is that all you got? I wouldn't even consider risking my life to fight the demon lord for this pocket change. My heart sinks. Would you at least think? Shaw steps forward with her hand on her chest. Please, Rosaline. We can pay you more later. I promise. We really need your help. I find it hard to believe that someone of your strength and caliber is content with being a mercenary. I do not believe this to be your true nature. Rosaline scowls. What do you know? Shell looks at me desperately. Insist is the same as begging, just like prettier words. All three were the same. Same thing, just different shapes. I reckon that's a pretty decent amount. And think of the glory you'll receive when we win. That's gotta be payment enough, right? It's not happening. We don't have an attacker, and you're the best around. We need you. It's our destiny. Rosaline suddenly stands up, spilling her mead. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask to have these powers. And I definitely didn't ask to be called the daughter of a traitor. Oh, I forgot. As she says this, several of the other patrons suddenly turn back to what they were doing. This is obviously a very sensitive subject for her. Why are you even putting your lives on the line for some destiny that someone else cursed you with? And you. She turns her piercing gaze onto me, her eyes boring into my soul. Why are you even here? You didn't even know this place existed until today, and you have nothing to do with the Demon Lord. So just what exactly are you doing? You think this is some sort of fun adventure? That's I Before I can form an answer, Rosaline gathers up the money, scooping it back into the bag. Oh, Rosaline, damn it, rip it. Because it doesn't end with the E. And she throws it at me before storming out. Well, that blew up in my face. What do we do now? Let's get out of here. People are staring at us. As we exit the tavern, I spot Rosaline hovering in an alley nearby. Her fists are clenched, and she's breathing heavily. Rosaline turns and catches my eye. I don't want to leave things the way they are. She's clearly upset. What should I do? Nah, Roslyn probably wants to be left alone. I feel like it's about time we let her go. Joel and Araya nod. She's clearly not going to change her mind. Don't look so down, Legacy. You did all you could. So what do we do now? Look around at the empty streets. We need somewhere to stay for the night. I know of an inn where the two of you could be most welcome to stay. Hey, this place is alright. The innkeeper raises his head as we walk in and offers a friendly smile after taking in our bizarre appearance. I shall speak to the innkeeper. He should let you stay here for free as he is a supporter of the church. Despite the fact that you were willing to throw all your gold at the knight, you should save your resources. Joel gives me a look, and I shrug. I still think it was our best shot. Please meet me at the church tomorrow so that we can discuss how to proceed. Thanks so much, Araya. A small smile tugs at her lips. You're very welcome. I fall into the bed as soon as we enter the room, fatigue finally setting in. Wow, today has been crazy. I woke up this morning looking forward to a school trip. Now I'm in another world with a looming battle against a demon to look forward to. I roll over, looking at my hands, and I have some kind of special power. I scramble to sit up as Shal tentatively pokes her head into my room. Oh good, you're still awake. Can we talk? Yeah, sure. Come on in. I make room for her on the bed. She walks over and then sits down, wringing her hands. I'm sorry for bringing you into this mess. Well, I guess it can't be helped, seeing as it's our destiny or whatever. But come to think of it, I remember seeing your eyes glow several times back when we were kids. I always thought it was a trick of the light. I'm kinda shocked that you all managed to hide it from me all these years. Why couldn't you just tell me? Joel looks at me, biting her lip. Why do you think? Hmm. Third one might be it. I hate the bullshit with that one. You were trying to protect me? In a way, yes. Just the fact that I know somehow informed the Demon Lord. Like through some weird connection? Huh? No, not at all. It's got nothing to do with him. Well, then does knowing about all of this somehow put me in danger? No. We just didn't want you to worry. Joel sighs. I have been worrying about this very moment my whole life. Our destiny. This fight. It's kept me up more times than I can count. I have struggled with this ever since I can remember. I tried living a normal life, but I was never able to. It ate me up inside. I have cried. I've gotten sick to my stomach. Joel's eyes become misty. Knowing the truth prevented me from making friends. All because I knew that one day I would have to leave all of it behind to fight this battle. I'm so sorry, Shell. I had no idea you were suffering so much. If I knew, I would have. Shell shakes her head. Once Mom and Dad saw how it was affecting me, they decided not to tell you so that you could live your best life. So that you could live as normally as possible without all these concerns about a distant world you'd never been to. They didn't want your dreams to be compromised. They didn't want you to waste your life training and constantly worrying about the future. Can't you see the value in that naivety? If you had known, that's all you would have cared about. You wouldn't be the same person you are today. But we can never know. We can't turn back time and see what will actually happen. I wonder. I'm sorry, Legacy. I truly am. As I said, I wanted to tell you, but how could I ruin your happiness? Shell, you should have told me regardless. This is messed up. I completely understand. Well, I completely understand her stance, even though I would have liked to, well, her telling me anyways, so. Shall I completely understand why you guys did what you did? You do? I think I do. Living a normal life allowed us to grow closer to one another and to be a real family. If we constantly worried about this battle, I'm sure everything would have been different. We would be different. Perhaps we would have even died in that mudslide. If you think about it, it's because of our close connection and love for one another that we could come here. Maybe it could have, no, maybe it couldn't have happened any other way. That is a good way to think about it. I know you didn't, no, I know you did the best you could and that you wanted to tell me everything, but I can't help but feel slightly overwhelmed. Legacy, do you want to go back? She chews her lip, waiting for my response. Well, I didn't have much going for me back in our world. Not much besides you. So if you're staying in this world, then I'm going to be by your side. Shell's worried expression relaxes. She breathes a sigh of relief. I know the circumstances aren't exactly great, but I'm glad to hear that. My life is about to change drastically, but at least I won't be going through it alone. Well, guess I'll help you get some sleep. No, I'll let you get some sleep. It's 2 a.m. Cut me some slack. This is helping me get some sleep, I guess, in a sense. You must have a lot on your mind. She glances at me, eyes filled with concern. Unless you wouldn't mind if I stayed a little longer. Yes, I don't mind. Shoo, you're my sister. It seems like she doesn't want to leave. I want to sleep. In real life, I'm gonna slap myself because I ain't gonna pull an all-nighter. I ain't sleeping today. Sorry, Shell. It's been one heck of a day. Yeah, of course. I need to get some sleep. No, you're right. You need your energy for tomorrow. See you in the morning. Sleep well. You too, sis. I meet Shell downstairs the next morning. She looks like she had a rough night's sleep. Morning, Legacy. What should we do first? Good question. Let's have breakfast. Duh. But it's all in order, honestly. I'm gonna be a sim because I can. Do you think Roslyn is still in town? Maybe we should look for her. She might still be mad. It's probably for the best that we leave her alone for now. We should meet up with Oriah first. Maybe she can tell us what we have to do next. Good morning. I hope you two enjoyed your stay at the inn. I managed to gather some intel. We have quite the task ahead of us if we are to reach the Demon Lord. I look at Shell and then back at Oriah. What do we have to do? Well, fight it, kill it, sleep. Defeating the Demon Lord will not be as simple as ambushing him in his lair. Yeah, no kidding. Joel elbows me in the side. This is where you need to get serious, Legacy. We'll need. No. We'll first need to defeat all three of his top generals. Ah, this actually is starting to sound a lot like an RPG. Joel gives me another look. I shrug, but my heart is pounding, and my hands are sweating. Cracking jokes like this is the only way I can cope with this information right now. Upon defeat, we will be able to retrieve their keys, which is of utmost importance, as they are the only way to unlock the Demon Lord's demonic tower. A bead of sweat finally trickles down my forehead. Great. Okay, doesn't sound too hard. And here I thought that we were only going to have to risk our lives in one battle. Okay, so we have to defeat the demon generals. Where's the first one? The first general in Keyline. No. The first general and Key lie in a dungeon not far from here. In fact, it has been the source of woe and misery for many, many years. And no one has been able to do anything about it? This should be a piece of cake then. But should I ask Araya? Do demon generals have any weaknesses? Sneak. I would like to sneak, but I weaknesses. So what do we know about these demon generals? Do they have any weaknesses we can take advantage of? Not that we have much strength at the moment. Unfortunately, I do not know all that much about the generals. Shell looks at Araya, who remains unreadable. But I have heard that they are weak against magic. It's not as hopeless as it sounds, Legacy. We just have to be cautious and take on whatever comes our way. I look into her eyes, hoping to latch onto her optimism. Right. Well, we can't set out on empty stomachs, can we? I scan the tavern as we walk in. Aslan isn't here. I wonder if she skipped town already. We settle down at a table and order our food. I motion for Araya and Shell to huddle together. Okay, I actually did kendo back in our home world, and I got pretty good at it. So maybe if I can get my hands on a sword, I'll be able to fight. And then, if my power is to give strength to others, maybe I can unlock powers that you don't realize you have yet. Shell? She beams at me. And Araya, when the generals charge at us, maybe I can amplify your shields to block their attacks. Imagine if they're weak against magic, then we can reflect their attacks back at them. This plan might actually work. That sounds feasible. and I can take you to a weaponsmith to purchase a sword. I'll go gather some items that we'll need on the road. She passes me a handful of coins, and that should be enough to be no to get a sword here. Guys, I think we might have a chance. Maybe, slightly, possibly. Oh well. Thumbnail. Yay. Araya closes her eyes, a content smile forming on her lips. This time, your voice is barely above a murmur. What was that? We should make preparations and leave immediately. There are a few things I need to take care of at the church. I will also need to collect my shield, and the weaponsmith is not too far from here. She smiles at me, and I notice how it softens her eyes. Yeah, wow, this eyes. Would you like to accompany me, Legacy? No. Now she looks mad. I'll go with Shell to get supplies for the road. Meet up later? Araya looks disappointed. Very well. She turns away without another word. Did I upset her? Come on, Legacy. You said you wanted a sword, right? Right. Let's try to find a half-decent weapon for me. There's a nervous energy in the air as we gather at our meeting place. Is everyone ready to go? Yes, I have always been ready for this moment. Oh my god, finally she switched out of those clothes. Congratulations. She looks way better now. Oh. But I still don't like you. You're my sister. Shell nods before magically transforming before our eyes. What just happened? This is my battle outfit. Wow, I've never seen Shell like this. She looks so different. I take a deep breath. Alright, Araya, lead the way. As Renfield becomes more distant, I wonder if we'll ever go back. It must have been strange living in another world all this time. It was, yeah. What was Legacy like back in your home world? What is she asking? Is she interested in me? Oh, I can tell you plenty about Legacy. Both girls look at me with a kind of predatory look in their eyes. Hey! There's no need for that. We're about to have our first battle in this world, and you want to start exposing my embarrassing moments? Araya smiles. I would like to know more about both of you. We're changing the subject. Well, do I wanna? Why not? I wanna know. Go on then, Shell. I guess there's no point in trying to stop you. So when we were in 4th grade, I guess 9 years old, Legacy had this superhero cape that he just refused to take off, not even to get it washed. He did everything in that cape. Legacy would even bath in it. Alright. We had to wait until he was asleep one night to get it off him, and he bawled his eyes out the next morning. How amusing. It sounds like he was very attached to that cape. Oh no, it was attached to him. Suddenly, a low rumble reverberates through my chest. I've heard that noise before. Raya holds up her shield. Guys, I think There's something nearby. Stay close. We should get behind Araya. She's the one with the shield. You're right. That makes more sense. Suddenly, a creature leaps out from the shade of a tree. A goblin. And it's not the only one. We all swing to the right as more goblins appear. Okay. Let's see what these powers can do. Araya, let's do this. Here goes nothing. I place my hand on Araya's shoulder, and she gasps, tightening her grip on her shield. A light begins to form and suddenly erupts, creating a force field. Nice. The goblins collide with the force field as Araya presses forward. That's at least a few of them down. I turn to Shell, who's backing away from a couple of particularly nasty-looking goblins. She waves her staff, but nothing happens. Then Shell points it at them, but still nothing happens. Legacy, I can't do anything. Attack her with the sword. Rushing toward her, I swing my sword at one of the goblins' head. While it's too blunt to slice through it, it knocks it out. Adrenaline rushes through me. More advance toward Shell, who looks at me desperately. I can't fight all of them. Lexi, they keep coming. You need to get behind me. How did we end up being separated like this? Lexi, give me a boost. She holds out her hand, and I grab it, pulling her into a hug. Shell arches her back as she cries out in surprise. What the hell is going on? Then her staff begins to glow, and she raises it above her head. Brad and I watch in amazement as she brings her staff down, blasting the rest of the goblins away. She falls to her knees, and Araya immediately rushes over. Shell, are you alright? That was pretty amazing, sis. When she looks up at me, her cheeks are flushed. No. It felt pretty amazing too. Her blush deepens. I mean the magic. The power I just had. Yeah, sure about that. I don't believe her. Neither should you. Araya helps Shell to her feet. You were great too, Araya. Your shield attack really helped us. They both turned to look at me, eyes bright. What should I say? We almost stopped. You both did brilliantly. Shell jiggles. With your help, of course. Yeah, but I can't take all the credit now, can I? But you were right about my powers. Shell burst into laughter. Did you think I was lying? No, I wasn't expecting that. I think we really might have a shot at this. Yeah, maybe. Let us not get too far ahead of ourselves. The battle has just begun. We need Rosalind though. Shell jumps up and down in excitement. That was our very first fight as a group. We should be proud of ourselves. That is true. We worked well as a team. I think we need a breather after that. There's a spring nearby. It is on the way and far enough from the dungeon. We might be safe there. And latch onto the World of Might. We're still pretty close to town, but we still got attacked. Okay. I guess we can take a break there. It sounds like our best option at this point. The comforting sound of the gushing river immediately calms my nerves. The splash catches my attention as Shell jumps into the water fully clothed. You're going to be very uncomfortable when you get out. I need to wash this goblin blood off me. You're not going in then, Araya? I will stay here and keep a lookout. You two go ahead and enjoy yourselves. She lays down her shield and sits on the bank next to it. Legacy, the water actually feels great. Come and dip your feet in. What should I do? No. Nah, I don't wanna be all wet and cold later. You go and have fun, sis. Suit yourself. Joel starts washing her clothes, and I sit beside Araya. Do we still have to travel far to get to the village? We should be there before the end of the night. Joel, you look really cold. Maybe we should build a fire. I'm fine. Then why are your teeth chattering? She narrows her eyes at me. A fire would be nice. A twig snaps. Joel and I freeze. Imagine it's Rasmus who was following us. And Araya grabs her shield. Oh well, never mind. Well, it can also be like a chance for her to come and save us. My knight in shining armor. A pair of eyes glint in the distance, and a goblin twice the size of the ones we faced before emerges from the shadows. More goblins gather at his side. My heart sinks into the pit of my stomach, and I gulp. That's gotta be the leader. And it looks like he brought friends. So the next one. Now I'm gonna get... No, I ain't gonna get no sleep. I'm gonna play more Genshin. So we meet again tomorrow. Bye.